Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris. I'm going to be your host tonight. And for those of you that don't know, we are more than just a place that you come out and play trivia at. The Pub Trivia Experience is a podcast, and we're going to be recording our first live episode here tonight. You can find us anywhere you get podcasts, and if you don't know, if you haven't listened before, we really do put the pub in pub trivia. Before we get started, I want to go over a couple of ground rules, and I want to tell you how tonight is going to go. So while we're watching Georgia slaughter Auburn, no one here's a Georgia fan or Auburn fan? No one cares? All right. So here's how tonight's going to go. Everyone here is going to be playing along with us. The three women behind me are actually recording a live podcast as we play. They are going to be giving their answers once the time is up, but they don't get to win prizes. You guys do. They're just here for the podcast. We have 4 rounds of trivia for you tonight. It is going to be 4 questions per round. There is a halftime question. There is 3 final questions, and we'll go over those rules later. But with the Pub Trivia Experience, I want to make sure you know everyone that's involved. So my name is Chris. Here on the sound, we have Mr. Jeff. Say hello. And sitting behind me, we have got the team of my lovely wife, Leah.
Hello.
Hi, Leah.
Hi.
We have Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy.
And we have Miss Marissa, and Miss Marissa is mic'd up. So, Marissa, go ahead and tell everyone what you're drinking tonight.
Hi, everyone. I've got the low-hanging fruit sour, and it is by 3 Star, I believe, out of DC.
And I am drinking the Neapolitan Milk Stout, and if you have not had it, it is freaking fantastic. We are going to get started with our game in just a second, but the first round that we're going to do is called the pregame. So if you have a beer, go ahead and take a sip. The pregame works like this. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to answer 5 50-50 questions. You have a 50% chance of getting these questions right. You have 3 minutes to get your answers in. You will get 2 points for each question you get right, and this will be the kickoff to our regular game. Here's how this is going to work. For those of you that don't know, Rotten Tomatoes is a movie aggregate website that will rate a movie either fresh or rotten, depending on what the critics think of the movie. For a movie to be certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes, 60% of the critics have to certify that movie as worth seeing. I am going to give you a list of 5 movies that came out this year. The only thing you need to tell me is on Rotten Tomatoes, is that movie fresh or rotten? Before I give you the 5 movies, let me go over a couple of ground rules. First and foremost, I know this sounds trivia. Can't believe I actually have to say this, but it happens all the time. Please do not shout out the answers. Second off, no cell phones. Once you turn your answer in, if you want to look up the answer on your phone, that's fine, but no cell phones while the questions are out there. Number 3, you're going to see your waitstaff out here working their asses off. Take care of them at the end of the night. Rule number 4, let's have a good time. So we're going to get started. Your 5 movies for your warm-up round. I want to know if the following 5 movies are either fresh or rotten. Your first movie is Terminator: Dark Fate. Your second movie is Joker. Your third movie is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Fourth movie was the remake of The Lion King. And your 5th movie was It, Chapter 2. You will get 2 points for each correct answer. All you have to do is write fresh or rotten next to each one of those movies. Again, Terminator: Dark Fate, Joker, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, The Lion King, and It Chapter 2. You have 3 minutes. Good luck.
Okay.
Have you guys seen any of these movies?
I have not.
No, actually.
But I do know Rotten Tomatoes, and usually the good movies, they mark down very low.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know how they get their ratings, but...
And I think it's like critics have to write in, so I would think that it's whether or not critics like them or not necessarily like viewers or whatever.
Right, like a general consensus.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's too tall.
There we go.
Oh, I can
Is that
do
better?
this? Okay. So Terminator. Chris and I saw that. We both liked it.
So that means Rotten Tomatoes didn't.
I was going to say, I don't know if it made a lot of money, and I don't know what other people thought about it. Joker, I know, like, I think that's like now the highest rated, like, R-rated movie of all time.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's fresh because if, like, a lot of critics are saying good things about it, more people are going to go see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
The kids' movies, I don't know. I don't know anything about Maleficent.
I didn't even see the first one.
Yeah, I know nothing. Lion King, I feel like, I mean, if
I felt like it did bad though.
I know, and
didn't
I feel
it?
like it's probably one of those that a lot of kids went and saw, and kids are skewed. Like, they don't know
Yeah.
if something's good or bad.
Well, I feel like the critics like that animated stuff that is brought to life.
That is true, because like, they could have rated it high because of, like, the digital stuff.
Exactly. The level of work that was put into it.
Right, so we can do fresh for that one. And then It Chapter 2, okay, we saw that one. It was 2 hours and 45 minutes long.
So that means
So-
Rotten Tomatoes loved it.
Yes, I mean, it was fine. It wasn't as good as the first one. And I think the first one would have definitely been fresh. Not sure how people thought about the second one.
Okay.
So I don't
Again,
know.
I haven't seen any of these.
Okay.
I feel like I heard that this was not so great, but
So
I don't
Terminator?
know.
Okay, so let's
I don't
go.
know.
I'm
Did
okay
you
with
have you heard
going
anything about it?
I have not, no.
Yeah, because the big draw was that they were bringing back Arnold Schwarzenegger and the main
And,
girl.
what's her face? I can't remember her
what's
name.
What's her name from the 80s? or
Sarah
whatever?
Connor, but I can't remember the actress's
Yeah,
name.
I can't remember. Maleficent, I don't know. I guess I was going to say we could go Rotten because we don't really know anything about it.
Right.
See, I know that the first one I think did really, really well.
So the first one did really, that's like Frozen. Like, if we don't hear anything about Frozen 2, then that means it probably bombed because Frozen
Yeah.
1 was such a big hit. So.
Right. Tangled is better than Frozen.
Then,
Agreed.
Yeah.
should we do Rotten for Maleficent, or should we think that
I
it goes
don't
the opposite
know.
of what we're thinking?
I don't know.
Gonna give everyone about another 30 seconds to get
God.
those
Oh,
answers
dear.
in.
Okay.
He's quick.
Go-
Well, we don't have that many Rottens on there, so maybe we should just...
Go Rotten there and maybe go, I don't know, you want to go fresh for chapter 2 or was it not that good?
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
What do you
I'd
think?
give it Rotten.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do Rotten. All right, let's do it. So we went Terminator, Rotten, Joker, fresh, Maleficent, Rotten, Lion King, fresh, It Chapter 2, Rotten.
Yep.
Okay. And how do we logic that? I gotta logic this and talk it out.
I know, yes, you have to talk it
Oh,
out for
geez.
everyone to.
I think they were all personal decisions.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, we're good. We'll figure it out.
All right. Everyone has their answers in at this point. So I want to go ahead and turn it over to our live team back here. Marissa, I'm going to read off a movie. You tell me if you guys thought it was fresh or rotten, and then we'll give the answers to the rest of the group. We're going to start off with Terminator Dark Fate.
With Terminator Dark Fate, we went Rotten. I have not personally seen it, so it was just a guess.
Terminator Dark Fate is the freshest movie on the list at 79%.
Wow.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
a damn good movie.
Cool.
Your second movie was Joker. What did you say?
Well, Leah said it was fresh. I have
Joker.
no idea.
It's sitting at 69% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is certified fresh.
Okay.
Wow.
Number 3, Disney's Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
We've heard
What did you say?
Well, I know the first one I think did really well. I haven't heard anything about this one, so I'm gonna go Rotten.
It is definitely rotten at 40%. Number 4 is the Disney remake of The Lion King. What'd you say?
Shocker, I haven't seen this one, which, exactly. And, well, I'm a 90s kid, so the original is, you can't mess with it. We went fresh.
The Lion King remake, directed by Jon Favreau, is actually rotten.
Wow.
And last but not least, It Chapter 2. What'd you say?
Well, according to Leah, it was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it was okay. So we went Rotten.
It was 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I love this damn movie. It was definitely fresh. It Chapter 2 is fresh. That is your warm-up round, your pregame.
Wow, we did not so good. What we got for
We're going to
well.
go ahead and get right into our regular game. For this game, you have 4 rounds. There are 4 questions per round. Each correct answer is going to get you 10 points. If you get an answer wrong, you do not lose any points. Round 1, question number 1. Your category is in nursery rhymes. According to the nursery rhyme Ba Ba Black Sheep, the 3 bags of wool were for 3 different people. Tell me who one of those people were, and for a bonus point each, give me the other 2.
One for the dame, one for the little boy lives down the lane.
Whoa, okay. What'd you say?
One for the master, one for the dame, and one for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Little.
Yes. 7 points for the live team back here.
Is it a point per?
No, I think you have to get all 3 right.
Everybody gets a sheep.
Boy down the lane. I was gonna say one for my like I was like I know the rhythm, I just don't know the actual words.
Yes sir. 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, one for the little boy who lives down the lane.
Okay, awesome. Good job.
Reading all those nursery rhyme books really pays off.
I was gonna say that's good.
Round 1, question number 1. Category was in nursery rhymes. Before we give you the answer, let's go back and find out. Marissa, what did your team say?
She's going to sing it for you.
Oh no, I'm not gonna sing it for you.
Oh, hell yes, you have to sing it for us.
fine.
Hold on. Who wants to hear her sing? Oh, now you have no choice.
Can I phone a friend? Joel, you want to come sing it?
You can rap it. Would rap
You don't want me to sing my answer.
It's Ba Ba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, one for the little boy who lives down the lane.
It is definitely the master, the dame, and the little boy that lives down the lane. It is definitely not one for the farmer, one for the mailman, and one for the stripper.
Yes.
That does, however, is a funny answer, so I'm going to give you a door prize. Here is a pub trivia experience sticker that you can annoy people with. If you make us laugh, we do have a couple of door prizes up here, so if you don't know the answer, at least get your kicks in on it.
Try your best.
Yes, definitely. We tried that at, what was that?
Round
Harry Potter
1,
trivia?
question number 2. Your category is in beer. Anyone here like beer?
Woo!
Any beer fans?
That's why we're here.
You're at the way wrong restaurant if you don't like beer, guys. Wilson's Peak in Colorado is featured on what company's beer can?
Ooh.
Wilson's
Coors?
Peak in
Coors Light,
Colorado
right?
is
Coors?
featured on what company's
Yeah,
beer
it's Coors.
can?
Coors Light.
Good luck.
I was gonna say.
Is it
does
Coors or
matter?
Coors Light?
I was gonna say.
Does it
do
matter?
they-
I don't
do
think it
they have-
matters.
do
It's
they
just
have
Coors.
di-
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have different logos?
I
So-
don't-
well, because
I don't-
isn't
well,
Coors
I
Field
think-
the one in that?
In
that's
Colorado,
in
yeah.
Colorado?
It's in Denver.
Yep.
And we had a
I
similar
think-
question for the pop
Last night.
culture.
No,
but
pop
it was,
culture, yeah.
It was Bush.
It was
I think
Bush.
was the answer, and it had mountains on its thing.
But they
so
were
would-
from,
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be. It wasn't in Colorado. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
when
no,
they said
Coors
it.
is Colorado.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just say Coors. Because I don't think we need to get
Specific. I just know-
Yeah,
I think
like,
it's just that-
specific. I was like, do we need?
Specific.
We don't. Yeah.
I think the logos are the same. I think it's just that the can colors are different. I think the regular Coors is like red
But they probably both would
And
have
then- Coors
Light is blue.
mountains
and
on
blue.
them,
And
right?
yeah, the silver and blue, yeah.
Yeah. They would both have the same.
I know
mountains on them.
because my husband drank a lot of Coors Light when we first started dating.
There you go.
All right, everybody is in. Round 1, question number 2, your category was in beer. Wilson's Peak in Colorado is featured on what company's beer can? Ladies, what did you go with?
We went with, am I on? Okay. We went with Coors.
Wilson's Peak in Colorado is definitely the background of the Coors Light beer can. Coors or Coors Light is your right answer.
Woo.
Or Coors
And I
Light.
believe
Yeah.
that is a social. Did everyone get that right? If you didn't get it right, you are probably not from Florida because half the people down here just drink Bud Light and Coors Light, right? So, with that being said, that is a social. Everyone take a drink.
Woo. Drink my water.
Everyone knows their beer.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Before we move on to the next question, I want to go ahead and point out a special here. If you want to get some bonus points, up to 2 times per table for 2 points each, we have a featured beer. It is the Gaelic Red Ale. Why they have it left? If you order that, bring it up, show it to me. Your team is going to get 2 bonus points. Round 1, question number 3. Your category is in hoaxes. Clifford Irving was an American novelist who served 17 months in prison for a hoax where he claimed to be ghostwriting the autobiography for what infamous reclusive millionaire? Clifford Irving was an American novelist who served 17 months in prison for a hoax where he claimed to be ghostwriting the autobiography for what well-known American reclusive millionaire? Good luck.
Inclusive.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I will trust you. I was like, who's a millionaire? Let me
You're
think
right.
of someone who's a
He was a
millionaire.
recluse.
Yep.
Was
That's what.
he?
Did you watch the movie?
Yes.
The Aviator?
I love
Yes.
The Aviator.
So good. Oh my gosh.
Oh, The Aviator.
Yeah.
I kind
You
of
know
remember
what?
that movie.
In my head, I said Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yes. But I was like, why am I thinking about him? Like, oh, that's why.
That's not how
Hold up with his spruce goose.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All
many good
right.
movies out there.
Round 1, question number 3. Your category was in hoaxes. Clifford Irving was an American novelist who served 17 months in prison for a hoax where he claimed to be ghostwriting the autobiography for what well-known reclusive millionaire. Ladies, what did you say?
We went with Howard Hughes
Why?
because he went crazy and
He was reclusive?
and he kept to himself.
He did. And the correct answer is, in fact, the owner of the Spruce Goose himself. It was Howard Hughes. Woo!
Oh, the spruce goose.
Yes.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
One more movie where Leo got robbed from an Oscar. It's exactly what the answer was.
Yes.
Didn't we
Not
just
the
say
only
that?
time.
No,
Not the only time, no.
just one of many.
Round
many.
1, question number 4. This is your last question of the round. Your category is in rock and roll.
Yes.
Okay, well, you got this, girl.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Name the British rock band that got its name from a torture device that dates back to the 19th century.
Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden.
Name the British rock
okay.
band that
Iron
got
Maiden.
its name from a
I was
torture
gonna say,
device
let's start naming
that dates
torture
back to the
devices that we
19th
know.
century.
Thinking about
Good luck.
British rock bands.
Yeah, that's definitely Iron Maiden.
And that's a torture device?
Yeah, it is. Yep, it's the one where you
okay.
get enclosed in it. It's got all the little spiky things. The little
What?
spiky case.
Wait, you get enclosed inside of like a box
Oh.
and
Yeah.
then spikes come at you?
Yeah, and it's like so you can't move.
Did you see? Did you watch Saw?
Oh my gosh.
No.
Those
I was
movies?
gonna say,
No.
that's what it
I don't
sounds
do
like
any
something
scary
else.
Yeah.
I just know.
I mean, any of the Saws, really.
Yeah.
Wait,
At least I think
Chris,
that's-
what was he watching recently? He watched, I think, the most recent. Oh, Jigsaw. That's what he watched. I think it was Jigsaw.
That was the last one, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, there ended up being like 7 of them.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
a lot.
I think I think the most recent one was the one we watched, and it was not very good. But it's still like, I mean, that's what I'm picturing is.
All right. Round 1, question number 4. Your category was in rock and roll. No. Name the British rock band that got its name from a 19th century torture device. Marissa, what did you all say?
The only thing I could think of was Iron Maiden.
Known for songs such as Run to the Hills and Number of the Beast, it is definitely Iron Maiden.
Woohoo!
Nicely
Wow.
done,
Fucking
nicely
killing it this
done.
Good
Yes.
job.
Game.
You're doing so good.
First round wasn't so good, but that was just the pregame.
Yeah.
So we got 40. We went 4 for 4.
Woo! Good job, ladies.
Nice. Well, I haven't gotten any of those. So,
All right.
Jeffrey,
We're
I hope
moving
you hear
on
this.
to
I'm
round number
killing
2.
This. I'm killing this game over here.
And we got some
Yeah.
smack talk going on right behind me. I
Okay.
just heard Marissa say she is killing this game over here.
Not so much last night.
Yeah, I don't think
my
they don't
ass
remember
handed to
what
me
happened last
last
night,
night.
Marissa. What place did you guys come in again?
Third.
They came in 3rd place out of 3 teams.
Woo! Thanks, Chris.
Yes.
Round 2, question number 1. Your category is in Kiss the Cook. A chef's hat is called a toque. Each toque has 100 different folds, said to represent 100 different ways of cooking what food item?
Eggs. That's what I was
A
thinking.
chef's hat is called a toque. Each toque has 100 different folds.
Right?
what else could you cook on chicken?
No, I think it's eggs. I'm pretty sure it's eggs. I should know this.
Yeah, because you can bake them. You can mix them and scramble
Yeah.
omelets. Oh, yeah. Definitely eggs.
I definitely think it's eggs. I should know this.
3 minutes. Good luck.
You can take my
I'm just thinking again. I don't
American
cook.
Culinary Federation certificate away from
There
me.
you go. was gonna say I don't
am a
cook,
pastry
so I
chef,
can't
by the
even
way.
come up.
Are you really?
Yes.
A pastry chef?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we just became friends again.
Was formerly.
What do you do now?
I am my dad's legal assistant now.
Okay, that's
Went
cool
to the
too.
dark side.
I went to the dark
Right.
side. Yeah, I do.
Corporate.
Making
She went
pastry
corporate.
sounds so much more fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, right?
A chef's hat is called a toque. A toque contains 100 different folds that is said to represent, no, not that kind of toque. Way different kind of toque. Later. No. Sorry, Mom. The toque contains 100 different kinds of folds, said to represent 100 different ways to cook what food item, and I just now realized I asked a pastry chef this question.
Well, I guess if I get this wrong, you could just take my culinary degree away.
Hold on.
It's sitting somewhere on a shelf in my house.
Sorry, that really made me chuckle.
I'm gonna go with eggs.
The answer is most definitely eggs.
Yes.
Nice job. Man, we are doing so good. You guys are doing so good.
It's the first thing I thought of.
I guess I get to keep my degree.
There you
I
go.
was in charge of the first round where we only got 2 right. So
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
I'm always terrible at that stuff.
yeah.
Well, Rotten
'Cause I
Tomatoes
don't-
is wrong anyway, so.
Yeah.
I see kids' movies.
How do you? Were
Most
you
of the
there?
time.
You didn't
Yeah.
see
I-
Lion King or Maleficent.
Okay, I haven't seen that. I've seen Aladdin. I've
Round
seen-
2, question number
Lego movie?
2. Whoa. Your category is in music. If you list every member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame alphabetically,
Done.
That's a
Let's
I
joke,
do
said
it.
everyone.
Challenge accepted. Let's do it.
if you were to list every member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame alphabetically, what band would be last on that list? And I will give you a hint. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004. Last alphabetically. Good luck.
So it probably is a Z, X, Y, or W, probably.
Okay. What? Well, ZZ Top.
Ooh.
Would they be? I don't know who that
don't
is.
know.
Are they
I don't
good?
know.
Would
I
they be?
love ZZ Top, but
Would they be in the Hall of Fame?
In 2004.
I don't know. 2004. Because you have to. It's what is it? 20 years? 30 years? How far is it that you can be inducted? I don't remember.
Oh, so you can only be inducted after
Right.
you've been like famous for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, you've had to have been in the industry for a certain amount of time, and I don't remember.
And ZZ Top, I picture to be old. Yes.
They're,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, like
They're the band that has the really long beard.
Okay.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
they're
I was
known for their
picturing
beards.
long hair, so maybe
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just keep
yeah.
picturing that. Okay.
that's what I would say.
What are
Because
there
then
any
it'd
other
be
ones with
then
Z?
it would be dead last because it's ZZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but would it be that obvious?
Is there any other
with-
band with a Z that we can?
I
Think
feel
of?
like the band is
I'm
going to start with
Zephyr,
like a T or
I don't know. I'm
something.
sure there's someone. I don't know.
I was like Led Zeppelin, but that's
L.
L,
Right.
not Z. I'm
I
trying to
don't
think of
know.
anything else with a Z.
Huh.
I can't think of anything with an X.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Why would he? Yeah, because
W.
he said
I would say
band, not
I would-
artist,
I don't
right?
know.
So
I
it
would
wouldn't be a
say ZZ
person.
Top because I'm just going by how he put emphasis on dead last.
Right.
And this would put them dead last.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone will ever.
Yeah.
Those are probably my.
All
We need
right.
Another one of these.
If you were to list every band, yes. Flattery
Oh,
will
did they
get you
sing that
everywhere, my
song?
friend. Everywhere.
Sharp dressed.
Believe
Is that
me.
him making a joke?
I'm hoping
Everywhere.
it is.
All right. If you were to list every member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame alphabetically, which Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member would come last? Inducted in 2004. Oh, hold on. What do you girls say? I forgot how this goes. Sorry.
Well, based off my Guitar Hero experience and trying to game logic it,
Why don't we have that on the Instagram yet? 24 hours of Marissa playing Guitar Hero. That'd be great.
I would actually have to still own Guitar Hero to do that. We went with ZZ Top.
Every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man, it is in fact ZZ Top.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Man, you were just like on fire.
I'm slaying this.
Oh, everyone
And folks,
got that
social?
right?
That is our second
Yes.
social of the evening. Raise a glass.
Sweet.
I'm gonna need another beer soon.
And the team raising another
Well,
glass
that's
for
extra
2 bonus
vouchers
points. We
for
got
you, too,
Jeremy
'cause I
over
think
here in the
they gave
middle
two to
for getting
everyone.
his
Yeah, no, I have one in my pocket.
red ale on.
Thank you.
Then never mind.
2 bonus points.
Dang.
We are
need
on
another
to
one.
question number 3.
I need a beer.
Question number 3 for
If I
round 2.
talk
Your
into this,
category
will
is in
someone bring me a
sports.
beer? Ooh, sports? Ew.
Don't say that yet.
Ew. Maybe it's sports geography.
Is it Krav Maga?
You're going to see why in just a
Cricket.
second. In Olympic amateur boxing, there are different weight classes depending on the range of the boxer. They range from under 108 pounds to over 201 pounds. Within 2 either way, how many different weight classes are there?
There's featherweight. There's
In
lightweight,
Olympic amateur boxing, there are different
middleweight,
weight classes.
middleweight, heavyweight.
They range from under 108 pounds
heavyweight?
to over.
Obese weight?
really.
So you want to? I don't know. I have no idea. You wanna go
I
forward?
lost it.
Because how? Like, what's the
Featherweight,
what's the
lightweight,
weight
middleweight.
range?
So over
108 to
201 pounds.
Yeah.
Within
So that would
2
put it
either
at,
way,
what,
how many
between
weight
every
classes
25
are
pounds
there?
There'd be another weight class.
Good luck.
Right.
But then if you're at the bottom of a weight class, you're competing against someone who's 25 pounds hevier than you?
No, you would
Could
stay.
be.
You would stay in that weight class.
So,
So that's the
108 to 1.
So do you think it would be maybe?
38.
Because then that
Ish.
See, that's what stinks. If you're 108
then-
and you could be competing against someone who's 129, like what would be their logic of staying? Would they want to stay right in the middle of their weight class?
Well, you want to be at the top of
Oh,
it.
you want to be the top.
you want to be at the top of your weight class.
Yeah.
You
And
want
that's why everyone,
you
like,
want to you
they
want to
take off their
barely
clothes
make you
before
want
they
to
get on the
barely make
scale.
weight.
Yep. I think there's 4.
Let's go 4.
Okay.
I'm go with you.
Middleweight.
And he said within one either way
Featherweight,
or
lightweight,
2?
middleweight, heavyweight. Let's go 4.
Can we
I think
of-
so.
Can we think of? Yeah.
I don't think there's any dudes that box at like 300 pounds. So
Well, he said between 201. He said between
Oh,
108 and
above
201.
201.
No, to above 201. But then 201 would be in that weight class.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
Yeah,
for
every
boxing, you
25
have
pounds.
To, in
Yeah,
boxing,
4.
you
So that
have to
would
be
be
like
4.
quick on your feet and stuff
Right.
like that. So you don't want to be too big.
Right.
It's not like wrestling. Where,
right, where you want,
I mean, you want to be light on your feet too with wrestling, but
but you still want to have that mass to.
right.
Yeah.
I'm good with 4.
Yep. I think
I
that's
can't
good.
think
Let's
of
go
any
4.
of them.
I like your answer. I'm gonna go. Do you want another one?
Yes. Here, let me give you my ticket. Pilsner would be awesome. Yes, please. Thank you.
All right. Round 2, question number 3. Your category was in sports. In Olympic amateur boxing, there are different weight classes that range from under 108 pounds to over 201 pounds. Within 2 either way, how many different weight classes are there? Chrissy, what did you all say?
We went with 4: featherweight, lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight.
I am not going to sit here and name out the weight classes. But everyone raise a glass to our first antisocial of the evening.
Oh no!
Believe it or not, there are actually 10 different weight classes in Olympic amateur boxing.
Name them.
Okay.
I am not naming them.
10.
Probably over 201 pounds. All right. This is your last question before we get to halftime. Make it count. Round 2, question number 4. Your category is in fast food. Believe me, so can I. According to BBC News, 2.6 million Japanese family eat from what U.S.-based fast food company for Christmas every year? According
Wow.
to BBC News, 2.6 million Japanese families eat from what U.S.-based fast food company for Christmas every year?
I feel like
luck.
McDonald's is the biggest one.
Right.
But I feel like that would be too obvious.
I was gonna say we know McDonald's is international,
Yep.
so
But But is that too obvious?
Yeah, because I'm thinking what I know a lot of families who don't celebrate Christmas will eat Chinese food on Christmas because they don't celebrate the traditional Christmases.
Right.
So then I was like, why Japanese? Why are they not
Panda Express?
celebrating? Yeah, they could be Panda Express because I can't think of any other Chinese food. And I don't think it'd be like Burger King or Taco Bell or anything.
Popeyes.
Could be like chicken, KFC.
Right. But I don't know.
Like
If
that's
those
what
are in
I'm wondering.
Japan.
Yeah, why would they?
Where's Marissa?
I know. Marissa, do you know this answer?
Thank you very much.
Okay. So
Sure.
2.6 Japanese families eat from this U.S.-based fast food chain every year at Christmas. So we're trying to find a U.S.-based
Yeah.
fast food chain
We're thinking that McDonald's is too
2.6
obvious.
million.
that 2.6 million Japanese families eat from on Christmas. So
McDonald's?
one.
I know it's huge over there.
Right. One, we have to find a U.S.-based company that's big enough that 2.6 million people could eat from there on Christmas. And so it's got to be fairly common. And two, what kind of
Another
food are they
minute,
going to
folks.
eat at
Get
Christmas?
They have some really
Answers
crazy things.
in.
We watch Good Mythical Morning a lot, and they do a lot of the food tasting around the world at restaurants. I would say McDonald's.
Okay, let's just go
yeah.
with that because we can't think of any.
Maybe
other-
I don't know. They'd have Taco Bell there too.
But that's what we're thinking. We're like, but why would they go for tacos on Christmas?
Well,
why
they don't
would
just
go
do
with
tacos though. They do
burgers?
crazy shit.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the clue with the Japanese.
But I would
It's
go
like
McDonald's. I think.
maybe for some reason at the McDonald's in Japan they do something traditional turkey
They do
or
really,
something.
yeah, they do really crazy stuff.
Or I don't know what traditional Christmas food is. Ham, turkey, stuff like that, right? I don't know.
Japanese. I mean, I guess if they celebrate Christmas,
Yeah.
Right.
ooh, yeah, maybe they do figgy pudding. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. For those listening, we are broadcasting in Florida, and it is 50 degrees outside, and we are all freezing.
We're all freezing. I know. Leah and I are natives. Are you a native, Chrissy?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all
Yep.
frozen.
This is the coldest day of the year.
We're used to
thank
tank
you.
tops and shorts
Thank you.
and flip flops,
Yeah.
and today is not that day.
My father-in-law just brought me some pickles.
Oh, how sweet.
Because no one in their family eats pickles, so they all give their pickles
Oh,
to
so
me.
they give them to you. That's so sweet. I love pickles.
When I was in high school, I played soccer, and I would need to eat a big pickle
Oh,
every
yeah.
time I played. I don't know why.
Oh, yes. I think we're good. Yeah.
All right. Round 2, question number 4. Your category was in fast food. According to BBC News, 2.6 million Japanese families eat from what U.S.-based fast food company each Christmas? Girls, what did you say?
So based off of watching lots of Good Mythical Morning on
the hell is Good Mythical Morning?
YouTube, it is a fun show where they usually
damn
eat a lot of
millennials.
random stuff. Yeah.
They kind of are.
Hey, sorry. Whatever. Yeah, I'd love to be on Good Mythical Morning.
It's bad enough we're sitting here watching Jeopardy playing trivia, okay?
I would say McDonald's because they do have a lot of random stuff in different countries.
All right, they answered McDonald's. 2.6 million Japanese families eat for Christmas every year. Make some noise if you said KFC.
I was thinking chicken.
It is
Popeyes.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
They did that one too, didn't they, Jeffrey? They did. They
Damn it.
did.
Before we move on, I do want to
didn't
go ahead
think
and give
about
away
KFC.
another door prize here
I
real
forgot
quick.
that was over there.
We have a team over here in the corner.
That's our
that for
first
the
wrong
question,
answer.
The toque, they answered chicken, which is pretty damn close to egg. So we're gonna award them a little door prize here.
Woo-hoo.
Woo! Oh, they're so excited.
They are. I love it.
You can finally throw away all those McDonald's cups stacked in your pantry and just use that instead.
Hey, those McDonald's cups from the 90s where they did each movie was awesome.
All right. Here's how your halftime question is going to work.
Darn, we got
I'm
one
going to
wrong.
read you a question here.
Sorry, guys.
On one slip of paper, you're going to write down 5 answers. Yes, again. Calm down. Sit down, princess. It's okay, I know I can be mean. Here is your halftime question. Flip the page over. Here is your halftime question. Is it really? Based on 2018 revenue, 6 of the top 10 technology companies in the world are U.S.-based companies. The list includes companies whose primary activities are associated with the technology industry, including computer hardware, software, electronics, e-commerce, and other categories. For 4 points each, give me 5 of the 6. We are looking for 5 of the 6 top tech companies in the world based on 2018 revenue. The 6 that were 2018 revenue, the 6 that we're looking for were all based in the U.S. The other 4 were not.
Wait, I thought there was 5.
If you have a piece of paper.
Do we need
Good luck,
5?
everyone.
Do we need 5 or 6?
You need 5 answers. There are 6 possible. We're looking for 5.
Okay, Microsoft, Apple.
So what are things that you would buy at like a TV, like TV brands?
Sony.
But that's not U.S. right? 'Cause
No,
it's
Sony's
US.
Sony's not U.S. based.
Samsung? That's not U.S. based?
Samsung's not U.S. based.
Like what? Like it wouldn't be something like AT&T or anything like that, right? Because that's not like a tech company.
Yeah, it's not a tech
I guess.
company. That's a service company.
Okay, so what are some computers? Like computer
Lenovo.
brands? Acer?
Dell.
Dell?
Dell.
Oh, that's probably a good
Maybe.
one, right?
Are they still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this just,
Is
well, I'm just
Lenovo?
thinking-
I think Lenovo is U.S. based. I
How
think
do you
they're in
spell
North
that?
Carolina.
Lenovo.
But I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
'cause I'm
That's the
thinking
thing.
like if you're
Is
buying
it
computers
all
for a whole
computer,
company and everyone in that company is going to use the same kind of brand.
What
I
other
mean,
TVs?
Oh, how about Google?
Google? Yeah, Google Home. Amazon.
Google's
Amazon has
everything,
Amazon
yeah.
Alexa.
Oh, Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause
It has
they
a
te-
fire. The
They te- yeah,
tablet.
because they technically are a tech company. Because I keep thinking them as like, oh, they sell books, but no, they do. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
they have the
What is
Fire
Alexa?
Sticks and
Alexa. It's
Amazon
their-
Alexa.
it's
Is it
Amazon
Amazon?
Alexa.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then Google has Google Home.
Google Home.
Yeah.
They have
what
the
el-
Fire Stick.
Yeah,
they
what else
have
has the plugins? Because that's what Chris wants
Google.
for Christmas.
Google has
like the streaming
the
sticks.
Chromecast.
Oh, Roku. But I doubt
but
that's-
no, they're probably not big
Yeah,
enough.
Yeah.
they're probably like Japanese. or
Amazon
something.
Fire Stick, duh.
Yeah, Amazon Fire Stick.
What else has a stick? PlayStation? No, that's Sony, right?
Yeah, PlayStation,
Yeah.
Sony. Xbox is
Nintendo?
Nintendo's not US based.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know where Xbox is out of. I have no idea. I know Nintendo is Japan.
Okay. So we have 6 right now. Which of these, like, we
I
only
think
need
we should
5.
take Lenovo off.
Yeah,
Lenovo? Okay.
I would go. I don't know about Dell.
I'm
don't
just
know if
thinking
it's
like
big
Black
enough.
Friday ads. What do we see advertised?
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, what other tech products do
Tesla.
we? Oh,
Tesla.
Is that American?
Yeah,
Yeah, Elon Musk. I think I would replace
Yeah,
Dell with
I would
Tesla.
replace
Okay.
Dell with Tesla. Definitely,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Because their car is basically all tech.
Yeah.
Plus of all the other stuff that like
And are they expensive? Like they would generate a lot of revenue?
is
Like people really
yeah.
want them?
SpaceX
Yes.
considered a tech?
Got about another
company?
minute left, folks.
SpaceX
Get
is
those
Tesla.
answers
Elon
in.
Musk
Oh,
is
it's all
launching
under Tesla.
SpaceX.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all under Tesla. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was like its own separate or if it's under the umbrella.
And we know for sure that like Apple and Google are
Yeah.
American? Okay.
Yeah.
And Microsoft, yeah.
Those are
Apple,
good.
Google, Microsoft, Amazon.
Yep, I feel good about
Tesla.
those.
Yeah, I feel like that's what people buy.
Yeah.
Tech companies, yeah.
I can't.
Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Google, Amazon.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
I'm thinking things like Spotify and stuff like that are probably owned by.
Oh, but they
Bigger companies.
Do they? They don't. They're
Like,
Spotify
programs,
and
though. They're-
Pandora.
Yeah, they're not going to generate a lot of revenue.
They're-
Like, they're not going to
YouTube?
generate.
YouTube is a it's
Google. It's owned by Google
It's
now.
Google, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Yep.
they merged with Google a couple years
Yeah.
ago.
I was trying to think like Snapchat and stuff, but I'm pretty sure
Snap
all
has
of those.
Facebook, but Facebook doesn't have any tech.
Oh, Facebook.
Facebook, I mean, it's not like tech
It's
that
a
you
it's a
can buy.
program. It's
Right.
not necessarily
But
tech.
I guess they do
though.
have like Facebook, like live and stream. Don't they do like videos and stuff like
Yeah.
Facebook TV or something? but I don't know how much.
I don't think it's bigger than those, though.
Woo!
All right. Your halftime question. Based on 2018 revenue, 6 of the top 10 tech companies in the world are U.S.-based companies. For 4 points each, I wanted you to give me 5 names. Before we get to the answers, let's see what the girls had to say. What did you say, Marissa?
So the problem we had is we didn't know if it was just hardware-based or if it was like software-based as well. So we went with Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Google, and Amazon.
Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Google, and Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. We have 2 teams that got all 5 correct.
Were we one of them?
It is not the girl sitting behind me.
Boo!
I'm going to read out the team names and I'm going to give you the answers, but everyone go ahead and give it up for the Frenchies.
Woo!
And
of course, Joel
the
got
best
this
team
right.
name here so far, the Drunken State. Your correct answers, the 6 U.S.-based tech companies. The number 1 tech company in the world is Apple. It pulled in $229 billion in 2018.
Holy shit. Oh, boy. Android.
My Zune would beg to differ, sir. My Zune begs to differ. The number 3 company
It's
in
like
the
a
world
knockoff iPod.
Oh,
is Amazon.
okay. So we got that one.
E-commerce. It's all done online.
Yeah, we got 2.
Plus, Amazon is also one of the biggest users of cloud computing.
So Facebook's
Millions of
definitely
people
one.
use their cloud-based software.
Yep.
And Netflix.
Next up,
Guarantee you
number
Bang part
5
of
is a
this.
company called Alphabet. Does anyone know what Alphabet is?
No.
Google.
It is the parent company of Google. Yes, if you said Google, you got credit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yay.
Next up,
I was like, who would know that?
number 6 was Microsoft.
Okay.
Oh, so
Tesla's the only
Facebook's
one.
Number 9
Facebook.
was IBM.
Oh, IBM. How did we forget IBM?
And number 10 was Dell Computers.
Oh, we changed
did not
it.
we
get
should have
this.
kept it.
I did not get that.
We would have.
We're going to go ahead and give our scores here in just
wow.
a second.
Kept
Go ahead
it.
and order
Sorry,
another drink, and we'll be
Chrissy.
back with the second half of our game.
4.
All right. Before we head into the second half of our game, I want to go ahead and give you guys. Oh, thank you. When that glass comes back, can it be full? No? Okay, good. Here are your scores as of right now. In first place with 76 points, we've got Sarcasm on tap. Okay. Damn it, make some noise when I call your team name. If not, I'm docking you points.
We're winning.
We're beating everyone in the pub.
We're at 80 points.
Hot on their tails. I don't know how to say this name, so I'm going to say the name is Hand Me an Enema. With 74 points. Make some noise. Oh, believe me, if I'm handing you an enema, you're making noise.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
With 70 points, we've
That's
got
my
Stout's
husband.
Rule. $66 points, we've got the Frenchies. $64 points, we've got Drunken State. With 59 points, we've got the Party of 3. And with 48 points and a dope Stein glass back there, we got the Bumblebees. And I'm going to tell you this right now, folks. As long as you're close, when it gets to the final round, the final questions, you're going to have a chance. I promise you that. We're going to go ahead and jump. Hold on. Real quick. Girls, how do you think you did?
So far,
Marissa, how do you guys think you're doing?
I think we're doing pretty darn well.
So this is you're reclaiming your name from last night?
I am definitely reclaiming from last night, that's for
80
sure.
points.
You got your butt kicked last night.
Yeah, I did. We had our asses handed to us.
You don't. Oh, you definitely did. All right. Heading into round number 3. Question number 1, your category is in Canada. Here's your question.
They have the mini Notre Dame.
Accounting for 15.4% of Canada's total land area, which of Canada's 10 provinces is the largest? I said provinces, not territories.
Because I was going to guess the Northwest Territories because it's so big.
Good
It's
luck.
like up
Provinces in
north.
there.
But yeah, it's not.
What's their biggest? Yeah, is it Quebec or is it
Well, let's name
Quebec?
Quebec, or what?
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Yes.
Which one
That's
did I
probably
see
it.
Which one did I see the other day? I saw a license plate, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And it's
Ontario.
It was one I'd
Yes.
never seen.
Ontario's
before.
a big one, I think.
Yeah. Whatever one covers most of the snowy region.
I think
What
Nova Scotia's
are-
small.
Are hockey teams from there? So like, what are some hockey teams?
The
Like,
Maple Leafs.
Toronto. So Toronto's a city, so it's not a province.
The Canadiens.
Canada. Our answer is Canada.
Yeah.
I'm naming hockey teams over here, Jeffrey. Leave me alone. I don't know.
And where's Montreal?
Montreal is in Quebec.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's Quebec.
Winnipeg. Winnipeg is in somewhere.
I don't know, and I don't know my provinces at all. I know cities. Where's Vancouver?
Oh, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
That's the
Yes.
one. I think that's the one I saw.
Vancouver's
license
over
plate
by
for.
Washington.
Yeah, but what's its province?
Oh,
Because it's got Banff National Park in it,
right.
which is huge. I don't know my provinces. Public school failed me.
No kidding.
I feel like Newfoundland is not it because I feel like that's. I saw a Broadway show once about Newfoundland, and I feel like it was like.
See, the
smaller.
problem with this is I think as Floridians we might be skewed because the license plates we see the most from like November
Right.
to April are Quebec and Ontario.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
So we're a little bit skewed when
know.
it comes to that.
Ah,
I don't know. I know Montreal's in Quebec.
okay.
Is Toronto in Ontario?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds right.
Because Lake Ontario.
Nova Scotia, I feel like, is that tiny little part where like Prince Edward Island is and everything, right?
Okay. So that doesn't take up a lot of land because it's land area.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's take that one off.
I just wish I knew where Vancouver was.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know Canada better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a beautiful
Vancouver's
country.
on
I'd
the
love to
other
know it.
side, so it's not one like these two are at least I think probably on our.
I've only been to Montreal,
Right.
and it's beautiful. I love Montreal. I have no idea.
I'm going to vote Quebec.
I'm gonna vote Quebec.
We'll go with it. There.
Okay, let's do it.
See what happens.
We locked it.
Because I'm just afraid that's small because it's like the part that's like
Or if it has like cities.
because it's Montreal, so it's up there near New York. And I know Toronto's in Ontario, so it's right next to each other. But does Ontario also go over into like touch all the Great Lakes? I don't know.
Well, the
Don't
worst
know.
that can happen is they'll
Because I
kick
know
us out.
Toronto is west of Montreal. And I think it's near, what's it called? Niagara Falls,
Yeah.
right?
Toronto is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there.
We'll go Quebec.
It's all right.
We'll go
I'm
with
not
it.
going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah, I'm not either. It's fine. We'll go with it.
All right. Accounting for 15.4% of its total land area, which province in Canada is the largest? Girls, what did you say?
We really struggled with this one, so we just
You
kind
had
of
a
went.
1 in 10 chance.
We went with the license plate with the we saw most, which is Quebec.
Has nothing to do with the fact that Quebec's like the closest province to us, right?
No, it's just that it's one of the license plate we see the most. It's either Ontario or Quebec.
And your correct answer, make some noise if you said Quebec.
All right.
All right.
It is, in fact, Quebec. I was shocked, too. And Lee, I heard you talking earlier. The Northwest Territory is a territory, otherwise it would be the right answer.
Yes.
Round 3, question number 2 is in the news.
The news? Oh, I don't watch the news. I don't even have cable.
What did the big orange man
On
do?
March 6th, 1981,
Oh, well, I was alive.
Walter
then.
Cronkite hosted his final news broadcast.
And that's the way it was.
What legendary broadcaster replaced him the following Monday?
Oh,
Shit, do you know?
what's his name?
What's he look like?
What's his name?
So it's not Barbara Walters. Is it Dan Rather?
Dan Rather.
Because who's the other guy? There's
CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
because there's another guy too.
But
Tom
it's
Brokaw.
Tom
That was the-
Brokaw.
that
But
was
it
the
was
other one
definitely
thinking
Dan
of.
Rather.
You think? Okay.
She knew it right away.
Yeah. Because I was like, those are the two that I'm like
Yeah,
picturing in my
yeah.
head.
Tom Brokaw would have been later.
Hopper.
It's got to be Dan Rather.
Please. I think I'm getting worse the more I drink.
Marissa, what did the girl say?
That was the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Your correct answer, Tom Brokaw was actually the host of the... No.
Premature.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Well, you just pissed some people off.
Was that mean
Premature.
of me? I apologize. Tom Brokaw was the host of the NBC Nightly News. Dan Rather took over for Walter Cronkite.
Woo!
Yes.
It's another 10 points for us for Team Pub Trivia.
Hell yeah.
What a cute popper. She's
It's
a
a-
sweater or something.
Okay,
I thought
gotta
that
be
mannequin was a
cold.
real person.
round 3,
Just
question
standing there.
number 3. The answer was Dan Rather.
Good job, Bumblebees.
Round 3, question number 3. Your category is in... Oh, I'm at a bar and I'm going to say this. Your category is in diseases.
Oh, no.
Not those kind of diseases,
Ebola.
folks. Not those kind of
Swine
diseases.
flu.
Yeah. STD.
Here's your question.
Chlamydia, but that's
Right.
Mary Mallon was a New York City chef who was responsible for infecting 51 people with what disease?
typhoid.
She was an asymptomatic carrier of this disease, and her nickname kind of makes sense now.
Typhoid
Typhoid Mary.
Typhoid Mary.
I've heard
Yep.
of Typhoid Mary.
The
Wait,
name
so what
is
is
Mary
typhoid? What
Mallon.
is that?
Mallon.
I know this, and I know that Jeremy knows this because of food safety from culinary school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
what is typhoid?
Of all the diseases.
Typhoid is like a foodborne, can be foodborne, like
So how does she infect him?
coughing or wiping her nose and doing something, or
So she was sick, and then because
she
of
didn't
all
know
of
because she's
that-
asymptomatic, so she's a carrier.
So just by like handling the food, she put it in the food, and then people ate the food.
People eat it. Yep.
How did they target back to her?
I don't remember. I
Oh.
know we learned about it, but I don't remember it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, but asymptomatic, they're carriers.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Good to see you.
All right. Mary Mallon was a New York City chef who infected 51 people as an asymptomatic carrier of what disease? Girls, what did you say?
That would be Miss Typhoid Mary.
It is definitely Typhoid Mary.
Woo!
Typhoid Mary is your correct answer. It is not Mary Malaria.
Mary malaria.
Shout out to my food safety instructor.
Yeah.
There you go.
Round 3,
Wherever you are, thank you.
question number 4. Your
Not
category
at the
is in
school I went to
presidents.
because it closed.
Oh shit.
Awarded in 1957, who was the only U.S. president to win a Pulitzer Prize? He won the Pulitzer Prize for a book called Profiles in Courage. Awarded in 1957, Who was the only U.S. president to be awarded a Pulitzer Prize? He was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for a book called Profiles in Courage. Good luck.
Dad would fucking murder me.
I was gonna say he doesn't strike me as someone who would have written a book. Is it because
Before he was
he
assassinated.
Because he had like experience like in a war or something.
I
Like, did
don't
he-
remember. I don't remember.
They've already had their two.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
two.
We're way ahead of you.
She gave us enough for 5.
It's fine. Go for it. But yeah, if I got this wrong, my dad would murder me. My dad is a huge JFK file.
JFK.
All right, so
know what
Dad,
the
if you're listening,
Yeah, we're doing good.
He says he's gonna start listening. My dad.
Shout out.
Yeah, he would. He I hope he doesn't go back and listen to the one episode that we did because I said he was a senator from New York and he would kill me.
Oh no.
is he really?
No, Massachusetts, and I forgot he was buried in Arlington. We literally went to
JFK.
Arlington.
I know. I thought she was talking about her dad.
No.
God,
no.
That seems like a weird thing.
She's
to
saying
say
that
about
note
your
so
dad.
nonchalant. I'm
Yeah,
like,
my dad's
well,
totally
alrighty
a senator
then.
from New York.
no, JFK. And I completely forgot that he was buried in Arlington. So I said he was buried in New York because I fucking forgot he was a senator from Massachusetts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
We
I feel
went
like
to
they do,
his
like-
grave.
They do like Martha's Vineyard
In
and, like,
Arlington,
those-
and
In
you forgot.
Arlington. Yes, the Eternal Flame. We went to it.
Oh, shit.
Completely forgot about it. He stood there for like an hour
Yeah.
at this grave.
That's
And you
funny.
forgot it.
And I completely forgot it.
All right. Awarded in 1957, who was the only U.S. president to be awarded a Pulitzer Prize?
That's JFK.
Girls, what do you say again?
John F. Kennedy.
Profiles in Courage was in fact written by President John F. Kennedy. Woo! The good news is that is another antisocial. Everyone take a drink. We're going to need it.
Boom. Cheers.
So we're the only ones that got it right.
Yeah.
Wow.
No one got it right.
We got it right.
They don't count.
Hello.
I'm married to her. She knows. Round 4, question number 1. And I wrote this one a while ago, so it's a little long, and I apologize in advance. Your category is in Hollywood.
Ooh. Maybe I'll get this one.
Known for his
got
work
it.
on the TV show The Rockford Files and in
no.
movies like The Notebook and The Great Escape,
Oh, I know the
James
number.
Garner was an Oscar, Emmy, and Golden Globe nominated actor. He also received 2 Purple Hearts for being injured in battle during what war?
James Garner.
Well,
The actor's name is
wasn't that
James
long ago.
Garner.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, James Garner has passed.
Oh, he's dead.
So
Okay.
I'm going to guess.
You might
So
also know him as the old guy in
Korea?
Space
Korean
Cowboys.
War.
does.
Vietnam.
4 old guys. Good
Probably
luck.
not like
Well,
World
Vietnam
War I
was-
or World War II.
No, yeah, Vietnam was earlier.
Yeah,
I would
Vietnam was-
say the Korean War because he's not
Korean?
that old if he's making those movies, right?
He's already dead. He's died.
Oh, shit.
Well, The Notebook that came out in what 2004.
That's what I'm saying.
feel
It
like
wasn't that
World
long
War II
ago.
would be too easy.
Which one?
World War II would be
So
too.
let's see. Let's say because he's dead now. Let's say he died in 2010.
Okay.
World War II would have been the 40s.
40s.
Right.
Which means he would have had to have been at least like 20. So he had been 90 when
Which
he
is
died?
about average for World War II.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it's World War II.
It's got to be like Korean or
Or
Vietnam.
Okay. And which
But I would say Vietnam was more.
which one did
violent
more
than-
people?
Well, my uncle was in Vietnam, and he will not
Yeah, but
speak about it.
Is that the 60s?
Yes.
And when was Korea?
Korea was after.
Korea
right?
was the 80s, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Korea was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my other uncle was in Korea.
So if he was born in like let's say 1930 or whatever, would he have been too old to fight in Korea? So
Shit.
should we
My-
go early?
Maybe it is. Maybe it is
So
Vietnam.
my mom's oldest brother was born at the tail end of World War II, so that would have been what, 45?
45, yeah.
And he's now what, 72? Wait, 74, right? Put him at 74. And he was in Vietnam. I would say Vietnam.
I would
But
say Vietnam.
yeah, I would go
too.
Vietnam just based off of age.
Right.
And I feel like more people probably fought in Vietnam, so
I just know
his
Vietnam was
odds
more
are-
controversial,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Okay.
I think age makes the most sense.
Because all we know is he's dead. He could have died in like 2005, like right after he did The Notebook.
Right.
Right.
Because
But
the other
a lot
movies
of
he
people,
mentioned, I did not know.
a lot of Vietnam vets died of cancer and stuff from
Well,
Agent Orange.
Agent
and-
Orange. Yeah,
yeah.
my uncle got a huge settlement because of Agent Orange.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Well,
Sounds good.
They have the
We
lung,
logicked that.
lung cancer and
yep.
yeah.
I was going to say, we swept the last round.
We got free beer.
We did get free beer.
I would say that
that
counts.
right there. Thank you, Anclote, for having us out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
If you're
you.
in the Pinellas County or Tampa Bay area, please come out and patron Anclote Brew. They're a fantastic tap house here in the Sponge Dock.
Yes. Or Pasco County.
Or Pasco County, yeah,
Oh,
anywhere.
yeah. Super easy to get to.
Yep. And Sponge Docks is adorable. Love the Sponge Docks.
Yes. And get the Pilsner because it's amazing.
Yes.
And her sour smells amazing.
It's a great sour. It really is. But apparently I'm like odd because
Because you like sours.
I like sours, but I
Yeah.
don't taste sour. Like,
All right.
Pastry chef.
something's
you.
wrong with
Yeah,
it.
right.
Palate is
Yeah.
different.
Known
So
for
if
his
you're
work
bougie
on the
as
TV
fuck,
show The
get a
Rockford
sour.
Files,
Sorry.
as well as movies such as The Notebook and The Great Escape. James Garner is an Oscar, Emmy, and Golden Globe nominated actor who also was awarded 2 Purple Hearts for being injured in battle during what war? Girls, what did you say?
I think it's wrong. We said Vietnam.
Did anyone else say Vietnam? I didn't think so because that's not the right answer.
Shit, it's Korea.
No, it's World War II.
Make some noise. That sounds really weird saying this, but if you got the right answer right, make some noise if you said the Korean War.
You should
Wow.
have gone with you, Chrissy.
That's crazy.
Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done.
It's all right.
Boo.
We're still ahead.
Dang.
I just didn't think he was that old.
He was
Yeah,
awarded
I
for the Purple
didn't-
Hearts for the Korean War, though.
Yeah, because he's definitely the old
He must have
guy.
been like
70s?
Yeah, he might have
Round
died when
4,
he was in
question
his
number 2.
70s.
Your
Yeah.
category is in music lyrics.
Where's
Here's
Michael
how this is
Anita?
going to work. I am going to read you the lyrics
terrible at
to a
this.
song, a popular song from the 1980s. You just have to give me the name of the song. That's it. Just the name of the song. Here are your lyrics. How do you think I'm going to get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything I had and kicked me out on my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out on the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat.
Oh yeah.
Look out. Do we need those lyrics again?
No.
No.
Marissa
no
knows it
chance
from
in
Guitar
hell.
Hero.
No. It's just my favorite band.
How do you think I'm going to get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything I had and kicked me out on my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Look out. It was an 80s song. Good luck.
Name of the song.
That's Queen. Another One Bites the Dust. What is Another One Bites the Dust?
Oh, yes.
I love Freddie Mercury. Another One Bites the Dust.
You know you're going to have to sing this one.
Yeah. I know that song. That's the only part of the song I know.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently I don't know any of the lyrics to it.
10 points.
I am not singing this song.
It's so
I know it is, and I will never do this song justice.
Yes. Sing along.
To give the answers, if other people want to crowd around the microphone and sing it, you're welcome to come up here and join me.
Come on. I'll share my mic with you. Joel, do you want to come sing?
Come on over.
I'm still trying to figure out the answer.
All right, your music question. Name the 80s song based on the following lyrics. How do you think I'm going to get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything I had and kicked me out on my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat.
Another one, but oh, you killed it.
Oh, we had the timing.
You messed it up, Jeffrey.
Oh,
Do it again,
God,
do it
Jeff.
again.
Another one bites the dust.
And another one's going, and another one's going, and another one bites the dust.
Oh, yay!
I am in no way, shape, or form, anything like Freddie Mercury. Your correct answer is Queen's Another One Bites the Dust. Those words are definitely in that song. It's in the second verse. Like, that's the second verse right there. Yeah. And then that's.
How do you think we're gonna get along without you when I'm gone? You took me for everything that I had, kicked me out of my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you long gonna stand the heat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Another one bites the dust. Boom, boom, boom.
Did he earn the glass?
Another one bites the dust.
Did he earn the glass?
And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, they're gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Nicely done, brother. Nicely done. There you go. Woo! Round 4, question number 3. Your category is in my favorite. Your category is in comics. Oh, come on. I get one question I like to write. This is it. What first name is shared by the mugger who kills Batman's parents and the name of Snoopy's alter ego when he pretends to be a college student?
I know.
Yes.
I don't know the first part.
Yep.
Snoopy's alter ego.
I got one right. This is my first one.
I know this one because the boys have a book. I have to give it to you because it is so great.
What is it? Good luck.
I'm a big Peanuts fan.
It's
we have a
like-
flying ace thing on the
Do you?
in our living room.
Oh yes, you do, don't you? I'll have to find it for you because it's a great little book. It's like Joe skateboarder, Joe's, and then it like has like different careers that you could be. It's like Joe fireman or Joe lawyer or cute. It's adorable. I'll have to give it to
Joe
you.
Cool.
I'll have to-
All right. What first name is shared by the mugger who killed Batman's parents in the comics and Snoopy's alter ego when he's pretending to be a college student and wearing those dope-ass sunglasses? Girls, what did you say? By the way, Leah, if you get this wrong, we are getting divorced.
I know.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, no worries, no
I'm
worries.
sorry.
The answer we went with was Joe. From Joe Cool is the Peanuts alter ego. The Snoopy's alter ego.
So Snoopy's alter ego is, in fact, Joe Cool. Does anyone know the name of the mugger who killed Batman's parents?
Joe.
What's his last name? His name is Joe Chill.
What?
Joe Chill and Joe Cool.
Wow.
Really?
Interesting.
All right. This is the last question before our final round, before our final wagering question. We'll go over those rules in just a minute. But round 4, question number 4, if you know me at all, you know you weren't getting out of here without a movies question.
We already had some movies questions. We got them wrong.
Movies. Despite appearing in only 2 films, Richard Keel's Jaws character is one of the best-known villains in the James Bond franchise. What actor portrayed James Bond in both of those films?
Oh, shit.
I have never seen a James Bond movie.
I can picture his face, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't
The
either.
actor Richard Keel's portrayal
Okay, so let's go through it.
is one of the best-remembered villains in the James Bond franchise.
So
Who was the James Bond, though?
actor portrayed James Bond in both of those films?
Okay, so what era?
You know the rules. 3 minutes.
What era would have been?
Here we go.
So is it like
Is it Antonio Banderas? Is it...
Antonio Banderas played James Bond?
Yes.
Oh.
Is it...
It's the guy
is
with
it
the blonde
Richard-
hair, isn't it?
What's his name?
Short blonde hair.
Oh, it's, is it...
You
is
know what I'm
it-
talking about?
Yeah, is it... What's his face? Daniel Craig?
Oh,
That's the new guy.
That's a new one. Daniel
that's
Craig's
the new guy.
And then who was it? Who was
The
before
other
him?
one,
Pierce
I can't remember.
Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. Oh, not,
Sean
not Antonio
Connery.
Banderas. Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Right.
Okay, so we've got... So let's go backwards here. We've got Daniel Craig, Pierce
Yep.
Brosnan,
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Isn't it Richard something?
Richard Dawson. Richard
Why were there so many of them?
Chamberlain. Richard.
Don't remember what it is. Oh, Jeffrey, I wish you were on a team right now.
Jeff, what's the answer?
I don't know.
Richard somebody? Okay. Nope.
Roger?
Roger Moore?
Roger Moore.
Is that a
And then
person?
There's two Rogers, aren't there? No, there's only one Roger.
Roger Chamberlain?
Roger Moore.
Okay.
It's gotta be Roger Moore.
He seems like an older one.
Yeah, it's gotta be Roger Moore.
Okay.
Roger Moore.
I think.
Best guess.
Was he before or after Sean Connery?
He was before.
Not in this weather.
All right. If I could do anything like Matthew McConaughey, I would. I cannot.
All right.
All right.
There is. Chrissy, by all means, right into the microphone. Do that again.
No. All right. You got it.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Despite appearing in only 2 films, Richard Keel's character of Jaws is perhaps one of the best known villains in the James Bond universe. What actor portrayed James Bond in both of those films? Girls, what did you say?
So we worked it backwards from current Bonds to past Bonds, and we ended up at Roger Moore.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yes.
That's one I might have been able to know. If we were talking about the movie Jaws.
Yeah. We're not talking about Jaws, though.
Now, there is definitely no stand up his kilt. The answer is, in fact, Roger Moore.
Yes.
Is he Scottish? Is that
It
why?
was not a social. I'm not going to name a team. I'm not going to name the team who got it wrong. But you know who you are. And you should feel ashamed of yourself.
Oh.
No,
Just
no.
one team lost.
There's no shame.
There's no shame in it.
No shame.
And they just
shame.
left. Goodbye.
Don't worry, Bear Bear.
Bye, guys. All right. Here are your scores as we head into the final round. With 82 points, give it up for Party of 3. With 86 points, we got the Frenchies. 88 points, the Bumblebees. With 104, we've got the Drunken State. 104 and a damn good rendition of Freddie Mercury, I might add. Nicely done. With 116, we have Hand Me an Enema. 116, right there. No comment. With 120 and in third place, we have Stout's Rule. Sorry, take that back. Hand Me an Enema's in third place. With 120 in second place, we have Stout's Rule. With 126 and your current leaders, Sarcasm on Tap. They just lost 10 points. And we're yelling timber, damn it. Okay. Here's how your final question is going to work. I am going to read you 3 categories. Each category has a question associated with it, but you're not going to get the question yet. You can wager up to 10 points on each question. If you get the question right, you get the 10 points. If you get the question wrong, you're going to lose the 10 points. You don't have to wager on each question if you don't want to, but up to 10 points per question. I am going to read you the categories. You're going to write down 1, 2, and 3 on your papers and put your wagers for each question on there. Then we're going to come back and we're going to read you your questions. Does anyone have any questions regarding how this is going to work? Here are your 3 categories. Remember, you can wager up to 10 points in each category. Category 1 would help if I had the right side of the page out. Category 1 is U.S. geography. Category 2 is in car safety. Car, C-A-R. And category 3 is in television. Your 3 categories are U.S. geography, car safety, and television. We'll give you a couple minutes, write down your wagers and bring them up, and we'll go from there.
I think we should wager 10 points on all of them.
No. I
No?
don't feel confident of it.
What if we just
Are you
do-
good at geography?
What if we just do,
Relatively.
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
okay, so let's do 10 points for this one.
Oh,
Car safety.
2.
I feel like we have a really good lead,
Yeah.
so
So we could do like 5 and 5 or something like that. Because if the next person behind us has 120,
We don't have to wager on everything. Like, we
No.
could do like 2, 2, and 2. Or like,
what?
Yeah.
How about 5? We'll compromise. 5 on each?
5 on each.
5 on each?
Yeah,
Cool,
that sounds
sure.
good. Because then at the worst, if we get all 3 of them wrong,
it's only
which
15
we haven't,
points.
oops,
Oh,
We
nope.
lose 15.
which we haven't been doing.
All right. All of our wagers are locked in. Oh, hold on. No, they're not. The people that have played the damn game before haven't locked in their wagers yet. It's okay. We'll wait for you.
Oh, yeah,
we
we're
haven't
locked in.
Oh,
already-
we're ready.
I don't have them.
We haven't been writing things down the whole
What?
night.
You haven't been making us bring stuff to you at all.
I know. But now I don't
Fine,
trust you.
fine.
I don't
Come
trust
look
you.
at it.
Is it written down there?
Yes.
Apparently I can't give my wife a hard time anymore. All right.
No, you can't. She is past that point. You are no longer
Everyone
allowed
is
to.
Now he's
locked
on
in
the
their
couch.
wagers. I did. Everyone's locked in their wagers. Here are your questions. Question number 1. And you're going to want to write these down. If you need me to say them again, I will be happy to walk by and read the questions again. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to answer these 3 questions. Question number 1, your category is in U.S. geography. The Missouri River is the longest river in North America at an estimated length of 2,341 miles. It ends when it empties into the Mississippi River just north of St. Louis, and it begins way up in the Rocky Mountains in what U.S. state? Do you need me to read the question again?
Rocky Mountains.
All right, guys.
Rocky Mountains are in Colorado.
The Missouri River is the longest river in North
Colorado.
America.
Do they stretch up? Do they stretch up into California?
Montana is above Colorado.
Yeah.
Montana.
It ends when it empties into the Mississippi River outside of St. Louis.
Do the Rockies stretch over into California? Is that where?
Not in California.
No.
That's way west. That's Cascades.
That's Cascade Mountains. Okay.
No.
So
Montana's above Colorado.
So
So if the Rocky Mountains are going to go up,
be mountain.
it'd be into Montana.
Montana.
Are we ready for question number 2?
So we're thinking of one of those two.
I would say Montana then.
say Montana.
Okay.
Question
I
number
don't know my mountain
2.
ranges. I know the Appalachian, and I know the Adirondacks.
The category is car
And the
safety.
Adirondacks.
Yep.
Invented in
Blue Ridge, I know
1962, the 3-point seatbelt is still used today. What Swedish car manufacturer invented the seatbelt and then gave the patent away for free to save lives?
Wow.
That's the only Swedish
Yeah,
one I know.
Volvo.
Jesus.
The answer is not Jesus.
Sorry. Lord
Do you need me to
Voldemort.
read that question again? Yes, but he said it.
Volkswagen.
Fiat.
We're all wrong.
Here's question number 3, and your
Toyota.
category is in television.
Toyota wouldn't give shit away.
No.
In the iconic opening scene of the HBO show Newsroom, we see Jeff Daniels' character explain to the audience why he believes the United States is not the best country in the world. The rest of that episode takes place on the same day of what real-life disaster?
9/11.
It's one of these.
Is that too dramatic?
Anybody need any of those questions
It is a real life one. So this is probably in like 2000.
All right.
I don't know when that show
What
came
is
out.
this?
5 minutes. Lock in your 3 answers, and I'll be walking around the community.
Oil spill. So I don't know if it's is it the BP oil spill or is it like the
BP was 2011.
Yeah, it was
okay.
more recent.
BP was 2011.
I'm pretty sure it was some kind of oil spill, but I just don't know. So I'm trying to remember when the Newsroom was on TV. I said it started in
It's a U.S.
2007.
natural disaster? It's a U.S.
I
disaster?
think so.
You sure it's a
feel
U.S.
like-
disaster? Because the oil spill was, because we had,
So what was the one in the Gulf?
that's the BP oil spill.
Yes.
Okay.
That was 2011.
Okay, so that
But,
was 8 years ago.
Well,
Newsroom,
07, Bush was drilling for oil.
yeah. So I'm thinking, well, is there something in Alaska? No, is there a big
Well,
Alaskan oil spill?
There was, yeah. There was one in the Puget Sound. There was a Puget Sound oil spill.
Did it
That
have
was
a
back
name?
in the 90s, right?
I don't know if they would give us points for this oil spill. That's why I'm thinking, like, what's a big named one?
Well, it's the
I'm
BP,
just thinking-
BP oil spill, and then there's the Puget Sound, which was the ExxonMobil.
Oh,
oil spill.
ExxonMobil.
ExxonMobil was in Puget Sound.
Was it a big one?
Yes.
Because it was like a.
ExxonMobil
'cause
was
I remember
huge.
this. It was a big deal. He was sitting on stage.
What's the time frame, though? Do you know the time frame? Like years?
Well, that the
Because-
Newsroom was on.
Well, like that it was supposed to take place.
Well, yeah, it was taking place. It was taking place after these real life events. So yeah, so if we think the BP oil spill happened in 2011, I doubt the shows started like after 2013. So I think it was on for like 4 or 5 seasons.
But what's the timeline of the show?
Definitely more recent. I mean, it's like I would
Like
say
in the
yeah.
show, it's 2011. or
Yeah,
it's
I was gonna say yeah. Yeah, it was because I know it was after 9/11.
Okay.
Everything that they covered, unless it was like a flashback one, but the first episode was like supposed to be like current day.
Okay.
So it may have been like a year or 2 after whatever the real life event was. I don't know. I mean, maybe Newsroom wasn't on for as long as I thought it was. Maybe it was only on for like 2 or 3 years, which makes sense if it started in like
I know it's supposed to be really great.
2012 or
We just didn't watch it.
2013. Then it ended in like 2016. It makes sense that it's been off the air for 3 years.
Okay,
but
so do we want to rule out this one?
I don't know. I do feel like it was.
ExxonMobil was in the 90s.
Okay, so it's definitely not that one then.
ExxonMobil was 90s. BP oil was 2011. But is it only U.S. disasters? Did he specifically say U.S. disasters?
I don't think he said U.S.
Because,
Are we thinking about like hurricanes and stuff like that?
right,
too?
I'm trying to think of like,
it wasn't a hurricane
was it an earthquake? What could it have been?
or like the
The
tsunami.
2011. Well, tsunami was in
That
yeah,
big
that was
one in Thailand
2011.
or whatever.
the earthquakes and the tsunami was 2011.
Yeah.
There was also the tsunami in 2005 when it
I
that
feel like
hit
it was
Thailand.
more. I feel like it was something that affected more of the U.S. than
Okay.
anything else. Because I feel like if it was like a tsunami thing, they would have. I would have remembered seeing coverage because it's about a newsroom covering
Okay,
it.
so it wasn't 3 Mile Island because that's way too long ago. ExxonMobil was the 90s. Mount St. Helen was 80s.
Yep, that was way too long. And there's no big
San
tornadoes
Francisco.
that would have been.
Well, there was. That was in 2000 and. When was that? There was that. It hit like.
Hey, host, can you reread that
It
last
hit Joplin
question?
and.
So
The newsroom one.
basically, it's asking what day in real history, what natural disaster happened on the same day.
A natural disaster.
What
A
disaster?
U.S. natural disaster? Is it a U.S. disaster?
It's a disaster.
Just a disaster. Okay.
It's not
Real life disaster.
Okay. I don't
It's the
know.
framing point for the rest of the show.
Okay, so then that's a worldwide then.
Could be, yeah.
But when's the time frame of the show? Because it could be the
I would
Haiti
say it's
earthquake.
late 2000. Ooh, it could be Haiti.
It could be the Haiti earthquakes. It could be.
I would say late
the
2000s, early
earthquakes in Japan.
2010s.
The earthquakes and the tsunami in Japan. That was 2011. There was also the tsunami that hit Thailand India. Was it India, Thailand, and Sumatra in 2005.
15 seconds. Get those answers in.
I don't know when the show aired.
Yeah, I think it was like around 2010-ish. So I think it was when Chris and I were together.
So let's rule out BP. Let's rule out the earthquakes in.
You smell good.
Why are you lingering?
You're welcome.
Okay, so it's like 2010. That would the Haiti earthquakes would be
Okay,
perfect.
let's do Haiti, yeah. Because that would have been a big one for them to record on.
Oh, God, no.
What are you wearing? I'm trying to think of what else. There was the one in Chile.
There you go.
Yeah.
Done.
She hates it. I hate perfume, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't like lipstick. You don't like. You don't like when I wear lipstick or
so plain.
or perfume.
That would be Bounty.
You don't smell like anything.
That would be
Which is
Bounty.
a good thing. Yeah.
Don't do that on Mondays and
I like
Tuesdays.
using your deodorant sometimes because it makes me
Way
smell like
different
you.
smell.
I'm second guessing myself on BP. I'm wondering if it was 2010.
Yes.
Whatever, it's only 5 points. We're already gonna win this game, so I'm okay with it.
Oh, what are we gonna eat? I don't know.
All of our answers are in. Give us a minute. We're going to tabulate the final scores, and we will crown our winners. I'm kind of curious to see how this plays out. All right, guys. So from me and from all the crew here at the Pub Trivia Experience, I've had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you guys have as well. So shameless plug, if you had a good time tonight, seriously, anywhere you have podcasts, anywhere you download podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify,
Google Podcasts.
Stitcher, Google Podcasts, download the Pub
YouTube.
Trivia Experience. We have a new episode coming out each and every week. And part of those new episodes, as long as this is going well, will be a live episode recorded right here at Anclote Brew in Tarpon Springs. You guys have been absolutely amazing tonight, but we do have to crown some winners.
It's gonna be us, but we don't get anything.
Before I steal your money, go to the bar and get a bunch of drinks for me, let's go over the questions. So your final question, number 1, your category was in U.S. geography. The Missouri River is the longest river in North America at an estimated length of 2,341 miles. It ends when it empties into the Mississippi River outside of St. Louis, Missouri. But in what Rocky Mountain state does it begin? Girls, what did you say?
We went with Montana?
You guys are smart.
Did they end that with a question mark?
Yes.
They did, right? So the Rocky Mountains are only in a handful of states. The Missouri River does begin in Montana.
What? You are awesome.
Yes,
Way to go,
Good
Chris.
job, guys.
Slayed that
Nicely done,
one.
nicely done.
We need her for geography.
Nice.
Should have wagered 10 points.
So we should have. You were right.
So now we're at 155.
Question number 2. Your category is in car safety. Invented in 1962, the 3-point seatbelt is still used today. What European or Swedish car manufacturer invented the seatbelt and then gave the patent away for free to save lives?
Aw.
Girls, what did you say?
Volvo?
Does anyone else guess something different?
Saab is not.
They're wrong.
Your correct answer, and consistently rated one of the safest cars on the roads today, is in fact Volvo.
Right. Thank you, Leah.
And question number 3. This is the final question tonight, guys.
This one is one I should have known.
Your category is in
It's been a long time
television.
since I've seen it. I don't remember.
In the iconic opening scene of the HBO television show Newsroom, we see Jeff Daniels' character explain to the audience why America is not the greatest country in the world.
Again, a very good scene.
The rest of that episode takes place on the same day as what disaster? Girls, what did you say?
We really struggled with this one. We said the Haiti earthquakes.
Did anyone else say anything differently?
Hurricane Katrina.
We got Hurricane
Oh, that
Katrina,
would have been a good one.
9/11.
It must.
So unfortunately, this is an antisocial. So I'm going to drink what's left of my arrogant bastard ale here.
So we ended with 155.
Oh, that's good.
That's not. That's
It's
solid.
good, right?
Yeah. So 150.
The correct answer, for those of you here in Florida, you remember it pretty
What about
well.
these two, right?
So
It's the BP oil spill.
So this goes to
Oh, and then
155.
we- yeah. What was it?
60. We're so close.
The entire
Should've went with
episode, they're
your-
arguing about when they need to go live with the coverage because they were the first news station to get the story. All right.
Should have gone with your first one.
So as
Yeah,
you've
but
seen
I
by
don't
the
know if it was
advertisements
BP or
around
if it was
Anclote
something
here,
else.
the top 2 teams are getting some
Exxon
money to
Mobil
come
were
back.
told.
Now the rule is this: you're gonna
I know
the
we
top
said
2 teams. You
90s,
get a
so
gift
yeah.
card,
That
but you
one.
cannot use the gift card same day. You've got to come back to use it. Your top 2 teams, number 2, and winner of a $10 Anclote Brew gift card. Don't mess with me like that. Make some noise if your team is Stout's Rule.
Yay.
And your winners of a $25 Anclote Brew gift card with 133 points.
Oh, we crushed it.
We've got Sarcasm on tap.
Good job,
Nailed
Leah.
it. Mic
And
drop.
for our
So we
listeners
ended
at
with-
home or in your car or wherever you are, the girls did finish with a nice round 150 points.
55. 155.
155.
155.
Okay, 155 points.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Woo.
In all seriousness, guys, we had a great time tonight. Did everyone here have fun? It's been a nice, balmy, cold weather here in Florida for the first time in forever. I had a great time. Jeff had a great time. The girls, did you guys have a great time?
Woo!
As always, yes.
Oh, their microphone is not turned up, but they said yes.
Yes.
We will be back here in 2 weeks on Black Friday. On Black Friday, the night of Black Friday, we're going to be hosting a special holiday-themed trivia night.
Ooh.
Come on back. It can be anything from Thanksgiving to New Year's. We're going to have a great time. For the Pub Trivia Experience, I have been Chris. This is Jeff. We have Leah, Marissa, and Chrissy has disappeared. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
And another one's gonna
Is it Antonio Banderas? Is it...
Antonio Banderas played James Bond?
Yes.
Oh.